In the world of consumerism, nothing happens by chance. Every decision and behavior is driven by motivations shaped by the human mind, whether consciously or unconsciously. In the midst of this pervasive consumption that defines our modern lives, it is crucial for each of us to understand the decisions governing our consumer behaviors. This is the essence of the book titled Decoded: The Science Behind Why We Buy. Author Phil Barden unravels the scientific explanations for consumer behaviors during their various purchasing processes. Through scientifically conducted experiments and systematic studies on understanding consumer choices, the book explores the intricate processes within the human brain and their impact on purchasing decisions. It serves as a dissecting and analytical guide, unraveling the science behind human purchasing processes. Decoded: The Science Behind Why We Buy. By Phil Barden. All companies employ various marketing strategies to influence their customers' purchasing decisions. As long as large corporations aim to control the minds of their customers for increased consumption of their products and goods, the fundamental question arises: what motivates buying decisions? To answer this question, we need a deeper understanding of the mechanisms and foundations underlying any decision-making process. This enables us to grasp the true motivations behind purchasing behavior. In a study on the neural basis of decision-making, a psychologist conducted an experiment to uncover the motives behind choices. The key findings were twofold. Firstly, brain regions differ when a person is presented with a beloved brand compared to when two less preferred brands are shown. Secondly, the cortical relief effect only occurs when a person is exposed to their favorite brand. Many researchers affirm that humans have two decision-making systems: an implicit system that operates like autopilot and an explicit system that functions like a human pilot. Bit to remember: understanding the mechanisms and foundations of human purchasing behavior leads us to explore the intricacies of decision-making processes. Understanding the intricacies of human purchasing decisions requires a variety of experiments and psychological and behavioral tests conducted by specialists and experts in the fields of marketing and psychology. Numerous studies have been conducted on consumer samples to reach satisfactory results. Among the well-known experiments conducted by scientists and field experts is one where brain activities were measured using brain imaging technology. This revealed a crucial finding: the image of a brand or product increases the activation of the so-called reward system. Essentially, the brain signals, "I want to get this thing." This creates a form of associative learning, as each brand generates an expected value. And the higher the expected value, the greater the reward system's activity. The opposite holds true as well. All that has been discussed confirms that a network of associations is built in the human mind with any product or commodity. It's essential to also consider the impact of the social context on consumers. Many social psychologists and experts emphasize the undeniable influence of the social context on purchasing behavior. Therefore, how people perceive a product, who uses it, and how it is used significantly affect its value in people's minds. Bit to remember: human buying decisions are largely driven by psychological motivations. The fundamental basis for all marketing operations employed by large companies and institutions is primarily built on the strategy of sensory perception. This means that the senses, in general, serve as the primary interface and gateway through which marketers enter the consumer's mind. We can recognize this without the need for extensive capabilities and research. Every brand or product consists of visible and hidden signals perceived by the senses, whether it's a marketing advertisement, product packaging, TV commercial, or social media presence. One might wonder, at first glance, why we should care about perception. The answer to this question, especially for marketing professionals, lies in the fact that perception is the entry point to influencing purchasing decisions. This is a natural and intuitive concept, considering that we, as beings, heavily rely on sensory perception for our understanding. Experiments conducted on various advertisements and billboards clearly show that the consumer's mind doesn't passively perceive, but rather actively engages in the process. Bit to remember: sensory perception is the primary gateway to influencing consumer purchasing decisions. In order to impact consumer behavior, large companies and institutions also employ strategies to improve the trajectory of the purchasing process. This can be succinctly summarized as follows. Perception of value and decision-making is influenced not only by what is offered but also by how it is presented. To achieve this goal, marketers must adopt mature strategies and diverse methods aimed at reaching the consumer's mind and prompting them to make a purchase. Based on this foundation, marketers change approaches to alter behavior. The underlying belief is that consumers may not know much about the products, leading marketers to try, persuading them to buy through reminders of what they consider most important. This doesn't stop there. Marketers employ various techniques, such as creating positive behavior by producing enjoyable and satisfying TV advertisements. Additionally, marketing may sometimes seek a competitive advantage by continuous product development and improving quality compared to competitors. Bit to remember: improving the purchasing process influences consumer behavior.